All right, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome, and we are glad to see you here today. My name is Isabelle Chen, and I'm the coordinator for research and innovation. And my role in this university, in this college, is to manage the day-to-day activity and the develop program for the Research and Innovation Center. All right, so without further ado, please give Mr. Lee a warm welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, Isabelle. Greeting and everybody. And this campus is my first time coming down here, and I saw you guys is way down there. But yes, this is a beautiful campus. Yes, I was really surprised. Yeah. A long time ago, when I talked to my son, Victor, I told him, if you want the fish, I'm not going to get a fish for you. I'm going to give you a fish rod. You get fish by yourself. Okay? So in the life, the fish rod of life is education. So I told him, if you want to buy a car, you want to buy a house, you are on your own. But if you want to go back to school, I will pay for it. So he did. So he took my offer. He went back to Rice. He got his EMBA degree from Rice, and this past May. So yes, I was very pleased, proud of him. He's already 43 years old. So when he was 41, he was willing to go back to school. So I said, yes, go for it. Life is a very interesting journey. And I'm 74 years old. And that I came to US 1974. So I went to WashU, St. Louis. And that was a cultural shock. And I remember the first 2 weeks, I sit in the classroom, I just like in the dreamland. And I was dizzy, I don't know what the heck the professor talked about. And the whole environment changed. Okay, so yes, it's taken me minimum 2 weeks to adjust. And today, and after almost 50 years, I look back at my journey so far. It's a very interesting journey. It's a very rewarding journey. Through the journey, I learned. And so today, I have an opportunity to share with you folks about my journey so far as entrepreneur. So hope can share with you guys some learning, and it can be beneficial to you folks. So first, who am I? Okay, I went to Donghai University in Taiwan. I went to WashU. Then when I was 60 years old, I told my wife, life is boring. I need to go back to school. So when I was 60, I went back to Harvard for 1 year to learn how to be a real estate developer. Okay, yeah, so it's fun. Yeah. So highly recommend. And so who am I? My roles: architect, the philosopher, real estate developer, Feng Shui Master, mentor, and I mentor a lot of students from ALIF ISD, HISD, to Harvard, WashU, U of H, Rice, an educator, and I teach Feng Shui for 20 years at Rice. And the author, I just published my Feng Shui book. It's the first Feng Shui textbook. That was a quite experience too, to condense 20 years material into a book. That was a challenge task. Okay, but it's fun, yeah. So, and that's where I'm from. Okay, I was born in 1949 November in Hainan, China, and my parents moved to Taiwan 1950s February. So I was just a baby. Okay, I don't have any memory of Hainan. And I came to state in 1974, and I mentioned to go to WashU to get my master's degree in architecture. Then, when I graduated, and 76, I moved to Springfield, Missouri. Oh, so I don't know how many people knows where's Springfield, Missouri. Okay, it's in the middle of nowhere. Okay. However, I stayed there 5 years, and 5 years later, I told my wife, said, Springfield, Missouri is too cold. We need to move to a sunshine place. So at that time, she wanted to move to San Francisco. I said, no, we moved to Texas, sunshine. So yes, in 1981, I moved to Houston. Then 1983, I was crazy enough to start my own business. So now I'm fortunate enough to stay in business for 40 years. So it's a simple history. I started a store architect. Yes, the journey is a very interesting journey. And I was not satisfied of my role at that time. I was working for a big company as a project architect. So when we finish a big job, normally the big company's practice is they will lay off the people. So they go over every staff to talk to them. And when they talk to me, I thought I would get X. However, they said, well, CC, we like your work and we like to keep you. Oh, well, that's good news. However, they asked me, said, what is your aspiration? At that time, I forgot, 32, 33 years old. I said, well, I like to be a project manager. They said, well, CC, you are a good architect, but the project manager, you have to dealing with contract, dealing with the people. We are concerning of your communication skill. So I thought about that. I said, well, it looks like I don't have too much future here. So 1 month later, and I told my wife, said that I'm going to quit my job. That I'm going to try my own. That was 1983, April 30th. And my wife just gave my second baby on April 6th. She was mad. Okay, and she said, you are a selfish SOB, all that, okay? But, however, I told her, I said, I really have the desire, I wanted to be on my own. I said, why not you let me try it? Okay, I said, if I don't make it, I can go back, always find a job. So then I will have a peaceful mind, right? So she agreed, I tried, and she's okay, so you try it. So I started to send out all the flyer to the different developer builders in town. No response. So then I realized, I said, holy cow, it's difficult to get a client. That was the news to me, okay. So one day I saw a sign on a vacant lot. It's called the DRA Construction and Development Company for sale sign. So I got an idea. I called the number. I said, I'm the potential buyer. I want to talk to the owner. So the secretary showed him to the owner. The owner said, yeah, Mr. Lee, come in. So I put my suit on. I bring my suitcase, put my portfolio slides in. I went to see the owner. The owner is a young man. He's called Dennis Austin. Young man. He was 30 years old. I was 33. So we talked. So during the conversation, he said, Mr. Lee, what do you do? I said, I'm an architect. He said, well, one of these days I want to see your work. I said, hey, just by chance, I got my work here. So I show him my slides, and so he liked it. When I ready to get up, shake hands with him to leave, I told him 2 sentences changed my life. I said, Mr. Austin, if you want me to be here 7 o'clock in the morning, I will be here. If you want me to be here 10 o'clock in the night, I will be here. So he packed my bag. He said, I like your attitude. We will do business. That's a true story. That's how I got my first client without knowing nobody in Houston. So this experience and this lesson teach me that if you have a desire, go for it. If you don't try it, you will regret all your life. If you try it, the reality is too late to be regretful. So just do it. Okay. So second thing I learned is opportunity is discovered by yourself. There are a lot of opportunities around you. You got to be able to avail it. 90% of people only see, but don't avail. You got to pay attention to avail the opportunity. Then you got to be able to grab that opportunity. So luck is created by your own doing here, okay? And this is some sample project of our firm in 40 years. And this is a Mobile Government Center in downtown Mobile. It's right next to the I-10. So if you guys drive on the I-10 toward Florida, you will see this building, okay? And this Georgia Brown Convention Center, and we are the phase 1, phase 2's architect, and we are the design architect of record of the Welcome Center of U of H. And we just finished this Fort Bend Epic Center that last month is at the corner of 59 and 36, okay? And that we are still working on the Mickey Leland terminal, and we already work on it 8th year now, and we should finish it in two more years. So, where am I going? And you know who I am, and that where I'm coming from, so where I'm going. And my dream is a global. Okay, why not? Dream big, right? So that's what I'm thinking, is to create a legacy, unique architectural practice. And when you are in business, you need to always think, sleep, eat, 24/7. Why store? Why people choose you? So you got to understand yourself, know your strengths, know your weakness, and try to make yourself separate from your peers. So later on, I can share with you what unique means to me. Okay. So our dream, Stoic dream is establish a prominent global presence through a distinguished philosophy rooted in the Stoicism. And Stoicism is a very unique philosophy. I think, and every leader needed to be a thinker and needed to be a philosopher. And so Stoic's company culture is based on the teaching of Stoicism, okay? Then with unique expertise. So what I mean here is to apply the Feng Shui knowledge. Feng Shui knowledge is a very unique environmental theory. It's from China, 5,000 years old. So you can see our company is very unique. We combine West philosophy, also East space theory together. So we are very unique, okay? Now, I highly recommend everybody read Stoicism, okay? The Roman emperor Marcus Aurelius wrote that a meditation book that is one of the significant book of Stoicism, okay? So our philosophy, Stoicism. So basically, we emphasize virtue, resilient, and discipline, self-controlled. Control your desire, and also follow the nature's order, okay? And the order of society based on the order of reason. The order of reason based on the order of nature. Okay, that's what our philosophy. We respect every staff, every member as an individual member. We are all God's children. We are all spiritual beings. So we respect everybody. And in my company, we hire people don't solely based on your experience. We want to know who are you? Do you know what you are trying to achieve? And we like to hire leaders. Okay, and the leader have different levels leader. And you can be a project architect, you can be a project manager, you can be associate, you can be a principal. It's all the different layers of leader. So a good leader also need to be a good follower. So that's what we always looking for, young mind, good person to join us. So that's why we set up scholarship. So our company set up 5 scholarships at Rice, U of H, TSU, Preview A&M, and it's at Rice, Harvard, all that. So every year we sponsor 3 students in our office. Okay, we have a Preview, U of H, and Rice. The local students work in our office. Okay, so we believe the human resource, the human capital, is based on person. So the definition of a good person, what is the definition of a good person means? It's a responsible person. Is that it? If you are responsible to yourself, you will be responsible to others. Especially, we are a service business. So we have to serve our clients' need. So what is a quality service means? Quality work doesn't equal to quality service. Quality service is more than the quality work. Okay, so our expertise is Feng Shui. The definition of Feng Shui is really very simple. To align your surrounding energy with your own energy. Human has energy, building has energy, land has energy. The practice of Feng Shui is to align your surrounding energy with your own energy so you can achieve a peaceful mind, so you can plan better, you can achieve. So exterior environment will impact your inner. However, all this practice boils down to, if you want to be a successful person, if you want to have a successful journey, you have to start from yourself first, inside, not outside. So that's why we always challenge our staff to think first, to ask second. You have to think before you ask, okay? Now, why? Why you want to achieve, right? So, this is a philosophic question here. See, and as a spiritual being, our duty of our life is fully develop our potential to honor God's intention on us. Here, the God doesn't necessarily mean Jesus or Buddha as a creator. Okay, I believe we are all spiritual beings. We are all the true time traveler. We travel a different life. So that's why I believe the birth is the beginning of death. The death is the beginning of birth. So every journey, we have particular lesson, particular homework our soul require. to elevate our spiritual capacity so we can achieve the God realization. Okay? Well, that is my philosophy. Okay? So, lesson learned, 40 years. Entrepreneur. What exactly that entrepreneurship means? The entrepreneur is leadership. Okay, leader is a person with his own philosophy. Okay, leader is a decision maker. Leader is confident and responsible. People follow leaders' vision and value. People don't follow money. So if you want to be a leader, you better think about who are you from, where are you going, why you want to be a leader. Okay, so people follow the leader's philosophy, vision, and directions. So here I said, who is a leader? Leader is a dreamer. Okay, make decisions and give directions. Think about it. The life journey is a series of decision making. From the morning you get up, what kind of dress you are going to dress today, it is a decision making. So a leader needed to know how to make decisions. So how? In order to make a decision, you know it's good decision or bad decision, you have to set up your own criteria. So your criteria is based on your value. So that's why I say everybody want to be a leader, he got to create his own value system. That means he has to be his own philosophy. Okay? So once you got your criteria set up, you will know how to make decisions. People follow your decision if people understand why you achieve to that decision. That our company is a very stable company. We have staff stay with us over 20 years, 15 years, and we have a lot loyal staff. Why? And because they buy in my philosophy, they buy in my dream. And that later on, I will show you our company's special motto, okay? So, why do I want to lead? To answer the call, achieve the dream. Okay, that's why when I was 1983, April 30th, I answered my call. I said, I'm going to do it, right? So, yeah. Then, challenge yourself to achieve the higher spiritual enlightenment. And because I believe we are spiritual beings, so my goal is not to make money. Okay, my goal now is how to spend money the right way. So later on, I can share with you. And 2016, I set up a Stowe Foundation. I set up endowment. I set up a scholarship. I support the Feng Shui research, all that. And now I'm spending money, okay? So reward, self-realization to benefit all humankind. People has a different need according to the level you are. When I was young, 30s, I have material need. So I needed to buy a house, I need to buy the car, I have children, got to support them, go to school, all that. However, once now I'm empty nest, my level now, my need is different. So for me, that I'm no longer accumulating now. I'm now is distributing. Okay, so yes, a different level, so you got to know different role you are. So, leadership, and you got to have your own value system, and resilient, you got to focus and discipline yourself. The adaptability is you got to be flexible enough, adapt for the changes, because we are changing fast. If you don't change accordingly, you will be behind, okay? Then, very important thing is execution. A lot of people just think. Very few people actually doing it. So if you want to be a successful person, one lesson I learned is you got to do it. Okay, like my son, One day he said, Dad, Starbucks makes a lot of money. I said, yeah. When he went to UT, and he was a store supervisor of Starbucks on campus. So he's responsible to run the Starbucks. And he told me, he said, Dad, Starbucks make 50 cents per dollar. And he said, that's a lucrative business. Okay, good. So he said, I want to open a coffee shop. I said, okay, go ahead. I said, do a business plan, do a research, and who knows, I might be your investor, right? So 3 months later, it's nothing happened. So I asked him, I said, Victor, where are we now? He said, Dad, there's a lot of risk. I said, hallelujah. I said, hey, are you think to run a business no risk, right? So that tell me a lot of people has desire, but they don't have the guts, is willing to risk. If you wanted to be entrepreneur, to be a successful journey, you got to be willing to take a risk. So that's what I learned. You got to do it. How you do it? Empathy is key. That's what I learned. You cannot expect your staff be perfect because you are not perfect, right? So Chinese has an old saying said, the water cannot be too clear. If the water is too clear in the river, there's no fish. That means in the reality, you got to allow some imperfection so fish can survive there. Think about it, okay? So empathy, and you got to understand human nature. Talk about human nature. I like to share with you my philosophy, my view, my definition, what is a human nature. Everything is based on the human nature. The school, operation of a school, operation of business, operation of country, all boil down to the human nature. So what is human nature? My theory is human nature is a combination of animal instincts and divine spirituality. It's a mixed. So human nature not necessarily good or bad. Human nature is human nature. The good and the bad is a judgment based on that particular space-time setting we call environmental phenomena. At that particular moment, how you behave animal side or you behave on the spiritual side, depends on the situation. For example, kill is no good. However, if you are in the battleship or battlefield, if I don't kill you and you kill me, sorry, I got to survive. So I have to kill, right? So in order to lead, you got to understand human nature. You got to understand in a particular setting how you make decisions, how you talk to people, how you lead. So that's why we go back to the 3 key leadership skill: organization skill, communication skill, coordination skill. If you want to be a good leader, you got to have these 3 skills. That is fundamentals. That's what I learned by doing, by made a mistake, try and error. So I didn't learn this on the book. Okay, I learned that by paying very hateful tuitions. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. To be a leader, you got to start your inner search first. You got to confirm yourself. Then you can attract people. You can lead people. People will follow you. Okay, so, and that's what I say. It requires introspection, self-reflection, seeking, enlightening, and conforming yourself. You got to like yourself first. Okay, so that's what I say. You got to feel good about yourself, like yourself. So every day morning, I suggest when you get up, when you see the mirror of yourself, and you should say, what a great guy, right? We're all a great girl, okay? So you got to be your own cheerleader. You got to like yourself so people will like you. Why? Because people like your confidence. That's what I learned when I go out to meet with a client to sell my services. I learned people buy your own confidence. If you don't feel confident of yourself, people can sense it. So people buy your own confidence. But how you can gain your own confidence? And you got to know what you are doing, and you got to like yourself. Okay. So that's what the lesson I learned. And the conclusion is, personal growth is achieved by continuing learning to strengthen your spiritual capacity. It is a never-ending journey. Every day, every moment, I learn, I grow. So that's why I told my staff, and I will continue learning to the moment I drop. That's fun. Try it. So, and here, and I will share with you our store motto. So we have very simple motto. First one, surprise ourselves because we have more potential than we think. Second one is surpass ourselves because we can always be better. Then we got to understand teamwork. Okay, a team is like hand with 5 different fingers to work together. Nowadays, nobody can be a superhero to build a school and to build a business by yourself. You need a group, you need a team to build this legacy, your dream. Okay, if you don't have a dream, life will be very boring, right? Yeah. So yes, that's what I learned so far, right? So now, and let me share with you what is Feng Shui talk about our unique skill. Okay, Feng Shui, what is Feng Shui? To enhance our qi, our life energy, to achieve a stable, balanced, peaceful, harmonious, and prosperous life, so we can have smooth riding of our journey. Okay, Feng Shui is an evaluation system, so it's a criteria for us to select a suitable living environment. Once you got the Feng Shui knowledge, you will pay attention to your surroundings. And you will pay attention, means you're aware, and you know which direction you are sitting, and what kind of energy and this room representing, and which direction is good for you, what kind of color is good for you, what kind of material is good for you. Okay, so, and all this is based on the knowledge. So Feng Shui is dealing with qi, invisible and vital life force that flow through the space and human body to achieve dynamically balancing. Okay, life is a series of dynamically balancing action. There's no so-called still balancing. Still balancing is that constantly changing, include marriage, is a dynamic balancing. So Feng Shui is based on very simple concept. There's human factor, earth factor, and that heaven factor. Fate and luck is beyond our control, called heaven factor. That the good deeds, education, diligence is under your control, called the human factor. And Feng Shui is earth factor, means a space factor. If you can control 3 out of 5, your successful rate is much better enhanced, right? So you control 60%. So human factor is under your control. If you possess Feng Shui knowledge, you control 60%. The fate and the luck, that is beyond control. Sometimes you can create your own luck, but still it is beyond your control. So that is what one of very important Stoicism's teaching. Focus on the factor under your control. Don't worry too much about the factor beyond your control. So that's what I learned, especially now, and we need to teach younger generation to understand that. Focus on the factor under your control. Okay, the basic of Feng Shui theory is there's yin and yang. Okay, the opposite and complementary forces constantly maintaining dynamic balancing. Okay, and once you got a balanced environment, you can achieve relaxed, okay, calm, peaceful mind, planning, and accomplish. Okay, the 4 keywords of a good Feng Shui space, 4 keywords, is stable, elegant, bright, and clean. If you go to a space, if that space don't satisfy these 4 criteria, no matter how luxury the furniture is, that's not a good Feng Shui space. Okay, Feng Shui space pay attention on the everlasting partnership. That means human and the space are a partnership. Indoor, outdoor is partnership. Okay? And the 5 elements, that is essence of Feng Shui practice. In order to understand the 5 qi, it's metal, water, wood, fire, and earth. And the Chinese derives this 5 energy pattern that actually is 5 intensity of energy. For example, metal energy is condensed energy. Water energy is moving energy. Wood energy is rising energy. Fire energy is expanding energy. Earth energy is contracting energy. So all these energies, Chinese devised this theory, everything in the universe can categorize into this 5 energy pattern. So they have 3 relationships. Okay, first one is called the production cycle. For example, that metal that support generate water energy. Water support wood energy. Wood support fire energy. Fire support earth energy. Earth support metal energy. Then the second relationship is called destructive cycle, is dominant relationship. Metal dominate wood. Metal chop the wood. The wood dominate earth. The earth dominate the water. Water put out the fire, dominate the fire. Fire melt metal. So that's called the domination relationship. Then the third one is a very important concept. That is called reductive cycle, exhausting. That means is basically is opposite of the production cycle. That means metal draw energy out from earth. Earth draw energy out from fire. Fire draw energy out from wood. Wood draw energy out from water. Water draw energy out from metal. So that weaken that previous element. So that's a key of Feng Shui practice. So if you have a dominant relationship, for example, metal dominate wood, how you balance it? You inject water energy. The reason is because water weaken the metal energy. Water enhance, support wood energy. So bring the metal energy down, bring up the wood energy up, so achieve a balanced relationship. That is the essence of Feng Shui practice. Okay? Now, every person, based on your birthday, you will know what kind of energy you are. You are a metal person, wood person, water person, based on your birthday. So look at my book, okay? And my book will explain the whole thing for you, okay? So the goal of Feng Shui is use 5 elements to achieve qi balance between you and your environment, so you can have a peaceful mind to plan and achieve your goal. So the whole goal is To understand your surroundings energy, balance with your own energy, so you can have a peaceful mind, you can plan, and you can achieve. Okay, this is my book. Okay, and that I published my book last summer, and this is the first Feng Shui textbook, and it is on Amazon. Okay, and you can order it, and you can learn the fundamental of Feng Shui theory, criteria, and I create called the T scorecard. The total environmental alignment is the modern name of Feng Shui practice, and you will learn how to follow this criteria, the scorecard, to select a suitable Feng Shui environment. And if you are a designer, you can use this book to design a suitable Feng Shui space. Okay. So I conclude my presentation today, and I am open for your questions. Thank you for your valuable time. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Lee. What a great presentation. And then at the end of the presentation, I was like, aha, I have like eureka moment. Like it's like an ice cold bucket of water just, poured down to me. So I learned about be yourself, be the cheerleader of yourself, be confident. Every day you wake up in the morning, look in the mirror and say, I'm wonderful, I'm great. And also there are a lot of things that I learned from Mr. Lee's presentation. So we want to take this opportunity to ask him questions.
So I have not seen your book yet, so that may answer the question. Okay. But on Feng Shui articles, book, things on the internet, there seems to be this set of rules. If you have a south-facing front door, paint it red. I just read that in May. However, you mentioned that we have to look at the space and have it balance our energy. So I would like to know, how do we accomplish that? How do we specify it or customize it to our own energy?
Okay, for example, okay, and I was born in 1949. So in the book, we'll show you how to calculate your energy. So I'm a metal person, okay? The male calculation and the female calculation is different. However, today I will give you the bonus. I will share with you and how you calculate, okay? The male, you use your birth year, the 4 numbers, add together, singleize it. So 1 plus 9 plus 4 plus 9 is what? 23, right? So 23 is 2 plus 3 is 5. So to calculate a male, you use 11 minus 5. So your life number is 6. So my life number is 6. Okay? For female, and it will be different. Female will be you singleize your digit number. For example, and my wife born in 1952. So 1 plus 9 plus 5 plus 2 is 17, right? 1 plus 8, yeah. So 17, so 1 plus 7 is 8. So 8 plus 4, okay, female is add 4. Male is the 11 minus. So 8 plus 4 is 12. So 12 is 1 plus 2 is 3. So her number is 3. Okay, however, I'm 6. 6 means what? 6 means metal. And 3 means what? It's wood. So her relationship with me is a dominant relationship. I'm a metal, she's wood, right? Okay, so that's why, and that when we first married, the 6 years, we just fight everything, okay? But I finally used my Feng Shui approach. Metal and wood, metal dominated wood. So our house needed to inject water. So I bought a fish tank, nice fish tank, okay, put in the lobby, okay, the foyer, okay? And my furniture color is blue color and black color, because blue and black symbolize water energy. So we balance it. So that's why we married 50 years. Okay, that's achievement. Okay, so yes, and you can see once you got this knowledge of Feng Shui knowledge, you can achieve this energy balance. Okay, so yes, and that some person said, oh, that might be superstitious. However, the current quantum physics actually proved the Feng Shui theory, because we are all carrying the quantum entanglement, okay? So the particle, the wave, will interact. So that's why in Chinese tradition, we pay attention on the ancestors' burial site. And we have to find a nice burial site for our ancestors. So our ancestors' burial site is peaceful, is quiet, tranquil. So that wave will impact us. And before I thought, well, that's a little bit too much. But now quantum entanglement can prove it. So far away, two particles can impact each other. Okay, yeah. Yes.
I had a question. So when did you start adding Feng Shui principles into your architectural company? Was that something that set you apart from other companies, or did you add it later once you already had a reputation?
Before, I do it quietly, okay, and because a lot of people don't understand that, they thought that is superstitious. So I do it quietly, I don't say it. However, now more and more clients heard about that, especially when they saw my face. Oh, you must know Feng Shui. So yeah, yes, I know Feng Shui. So yes, now we promote more and more Feng Shui skill now. That's in fact, a couple of weeks ago, I met with the guy in charge of all United Airlines facility. So I mentioned to him, I said, your airport clubhouse is bad, as it's wrong energy. Well, and when I explained to him the Feng Shui idea, I sold him. He said, yeah, I'm going to talk to you. I said, okay, great. So yes, now we actually promote our Feng Shui expertise now. Yes.
Okay, so do we have more questions for Mr. Lee?
Can I just say this was very interesting. I really love this.
Thank you.
All of my jam.
Thank you.
Ideal, it's funny that I never have studied Feng Shui or anything, but I naturally am type that's very grounded. I meditate. I'm trying to find my inner
Excellent.
and where I am in the universe. And so now I have something to like maybe go for to maybe channel what I think I feel and know. But I'm thinking about my home in Feng Shui and thinking, so when you're creating a space, do you put all the elements in the room, or do you just balance it with the two people that live in there or who lives in there?
Yes, Feng Shui is dealing with people. So people is a primary concern. So Feng Shui dealing with who actually live in that space. Okay, for example, so if you have two kids, but your two kids is already in college. So when we do the Feng Shui consulting for the client, and we only worry about who actually live in that room. So if you have son in the college and the daughter is already married, but she only come in like maybe once per month, so you don't pay attention on that. So you focus on who actually use that space. Okay, yeah.
Well, and I did mine, and I'm also metal, so I was following you.
Okay.
I'm also metal, so I got to figure out, because I got lost when you were talking about the mill, so I'm going to have to get a book.
Simple. And for female, just your birth year, single last digit plus 4.
Birth year?
Yes, birth year. Okay, birth year. And for example, now is 2023, so 2 plus 2 plus 3 is 7. So 7 plus 4 is 11. So 11, 1 plus 1 is 2. So if you are the female born in 2023, you are number 2. So number 2 on the book, you are earth energy. So you know when you are the earth energy, what kind of color good for you? It's earth tone color. So yellow, brown color is good for you. However, your primary color actually is what the energy supporting you. So actually fire generate earth. So fire color actually good for you. So you should wear more red color. Right? So yes, and this Feng Shui book give you a lot of knowledge, and you can pay attention to enhance your energy. So you're aware yourself, you're also aware your surroundings.
I appreciate this day. Thank you very much.
Sure.
and I okay.
Studying
No.
Feng Shui, but I did some of that, and I noticed over the last couple of years, it brought so much positivity in my life. Even like where I put my bed in the bed.
Exactly,
and the
directions.
door,
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh my God, where's my front door and my back door? It does not align. So I was like, yes. Like I actually walked through my house and where you have certain stuff placed and did that within my home. But also in my office, it was like little stuff. Like I would never have thought of. If we have scissors on our desk, I don't do that. Now it's like up in the pocket, I don't have it sitting on my desk. But little stuff like that.
Yes,
like,
yes. So pay attention to your surroundings. Okay, that's really is the Feng Shui talk about, to aware of your surroundings. Yes.
So I'm also number 2, ironically, and my favorite color is red. But my other favorite colors are also black and white. Is there a reason for that? Like, my whole room is black and white. Like, that's it. There's no other colors in there. Is there a reason for that, do you feel like? Or?
Well, I guess it's, you see, on the Feng Shui knowledge here, we have 2 theories. One is called early heaven, one is late heaven. Early heaven is talk about before your birth, the energy before your birth. Late heaven is Feng Shui based on, is after your birth. So yes, sometimes you have tendency to the different color because that was your predestined, the energy, the color. So apparently your predestined color is water. However, based on your Feng Shui calculation, your after birth, your energy pattern is earth. However, because you are living now, so I will choose more after birth energy rather than the predestined energy. Okay, so yes, Feng Shui is a choice, is a decision making here. Okay, you have tendency on the water side before birth, you also have tendency on the after birth. However, you are living in the current life here, and it's that my choice will be choose more after birth energy. Okay, yeah. So that's my suggestion.
I look better in red, too.
Well, try it because you never know. See, the Feng Shui knowledge also help you to choose your spouse or your girlfriend, boyfriend, and that even teamwork. Okay, you got to understand your team members' energy pattern. Okay, so if you know your partner is opposite, you need to pay attention how you inject that Feng Shui element to balance it. Okay.
Yeah, those are all. Okay, we still have one more question.
I was just wondering, I very often get students interested in architecture, and I've heard that the career of architecture is not growing necessarily now. So what do you think, from your knowledge and experience, is the future of architecture as a career?
Architecture, you know, my own story. When I was young, I was very good artist. Okay, that I can draw very well. well, in fact, you got a chance, you can look up my personal website, cclee.us, and I have my personal art show. I only specialize in one topic. It's horses. I only draw horses. And you can check my website. I catch the horse energy, spirit, and rather than the form. Okay. When I was young, I was very good on art. So when I go to college, in fact, my preference, I want to be artist. However, based on my family's concept, boy cannot be artist. Boy need to be engineer. Okay, so under Taiwan's college system, that architecture actually belonging to engineer college called architectural engineering. So I was lucky enough get into architectural engineering and caught me surprise. So it's an art course in the engineer school. So yes, and I would say that if your kid, if your relative has a talent into art, I would say architecture will be a good choice. And it's a challenging profession, and you have to know a lot. And you have to be a generalist, but you also need to have a pyramid. You have to have a specialist. So yes, architecture career is a long, growing career. And you won't be matured until you are late 50s, 60s. So you can say you are architect. Yeah, take a long time, and because you have to build your skill and your practice to build your skill technique side.
Thank you. So what a great session and presentation tips and everything that Mr. Lee shared with us. We are definitely very grateful for him to come over and then share with us his journey to a great entrepreneur. So please give him another round of applause.
Thank you.
And before you leave, we would like to ask you to share with us your thoughts on this session. And we have the QR code that is passing around in a pink card. So, and if you are a student and you can get extra credits from your professor, please fill out the same form as well. And please don't forget that we have another session coming up in October, which is on a Wednesday, October 18th. The same time, the same room, and our speaker, Julissa Guajardo, will be sharing with us her tips to start a business. All right, so don't forget about that, and enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you next time. Thank you.